The primary packaging typically are food-grade material that provide barrier against moisture, barrier against light, barrier against contaminant. Common material use is Good day, my name is Dele Ayenibo, and I'm your expert doctor. In today's edition of the program or the series we have been dealing with on how to export different items from Nigeria, we'll be looking at how to export cashew kernel. Now, let me explain cashew kernel. You know, you have cashew nuts, that's the solid substance below the cashew fruit. That cashew nut, if you remove the shell, what you have inside is the cashew kernel. The white stuff you have inside is the cashew kernel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about the cashew kernel. I'll be talking about the cashew kernel. Now, remember, we have done, if you are just joining us for the first time, thank you for stopping by. But you should know that we have done this episode, I think 11 or 12. We've done about 10 different products already that you might want to go and check on this same YouTube channel. Now, we talk about the product quality specification. We talk about how that quality affects pricing. We talk about the potential of the product. We talk about the purchaser, that's the market where they are buying and how much they're buying. We also talk about the packaging, how the product is packaged. We talk about the paperwork for the shipment, and we round off with the problem. So number one is the product specification. Because this is also an agro commodity, even though it's not completely agro in the sense that it is semi-processed, because it is semi-processed, what that means is that the quality issue is to a large extent minimized. The only thing that can happen now is if the processing is not well done. We still expect the quality standard, like the kernel properties, like moisture, it should be usually 5 to 7%. Then, if the cashew is whole, the quality seems better and the pricing is better than when the quality is not whole. If the quality is whole and when the quality is not whole, then you also have different specifications like W320, W240, W180. These are different quality specifications that anytime you have a cashew contract and you are seeing W240, W320, what they are telling you is that this is not raw cashew nut. If you remember when we treated raw cashew nut, what we were talking about was not this. What we're talking about when we treated raw cashew nut was moisture, admixture, kernel output ratio, and the nut count. Those are the things we're dealing with. Now, these properties I just talked about, if a lot of broken are there, broken cashew nut is usable, only that it's used in other industry or in other sector, but it's usable, only that the buyer will buy at a lower price. Whole cashew nut, particularly the bigger one, command a bigger and better price. So you need to be conscious of this whenever you have to deal with cashew nut transaction, cashew kernel rather. Now, talking about cashew kernel, what is the market demand like? Who are those buying this kernel? Who are the major buyer of the kernel? The major buyer of the kernel is United States, about $1 billion in demand, $1 billion. United States, 28%, followed by Germany, 12%. United States, 28%, and United States value is $970 million, about $1 billion, and 98%. Germany, followed by Germany, which is doing $429 million import. Netherlands, $298 million import. China, $252 million import. United Kingdom, $144 million. France, $120 million income. Australia, $99 million. Canada, $96 million. Spain, $91 million. Japan, $82 million. And these are the major buyers, top 10 buyers in the world. And from there, you will notice that if you are looking for market where you want to go and sell your cashew kernel, the market to focus on is United States, is Germany, is Netherlands, is China, is United Kingdom. These are the top and major buyer of this product in the world. Now, let's look at the packaging. Packaging. You know, remember it's cashew kernel. It needs and it's going to be consumed. Typically, you have a primary packaging and secondary packaging. The primary packaging typically are food-grade material that provide barrier against moisture, barrier against light, barrier against contaminant. Common material used is vacuum seal pouches, vacuum seal pouches, vacuum seal polyethylene bags, vacuum seal metallic film bag. These are the kind of material, because they are the material that have direct contact with the product. Direct contact with the product. Then you have the secondary packaging. So you have a nylon vacuum seal polyethylene bag that, so when you finish, you notice that it will stand. It will be, you know, when you put if you put cashew nut in a bag, a regular sack, and you drop it, everything just fall on the floor like that. But for this one, because of the way it is, the air is sucked out, the thing becomes solid, and usually people use a rectangular or cuboid kind of bag, and it will stand on the floor because the stuff is together. It will just stand like that on the floor. It will just stand like that on the floor. Secondary packaging now, that particular stuff is now put inside a carton. That is now put inside a carton. It will now be inside a carton. Now, right there inside the carton does not have direct contact with the content. That's why this is a secondary packaging material. Of course, you can then now put it on a pallet, which form the tertiary packaging material. Storage should be done in a controlled temperature. Cashew kernel is sensitive to temperature and humidity. Ensure that storage and transportation conditions maintain a cool and dry environment. Phytosanitary regulation must be adhered to. You need to adhere to phytosanitary regulation in order to ensure that you, particularly the country you are shipping to, that means you need a phytosanitary certificate. Traceability also is very, very important. Now, documentation for many shipments. From Nigeria, you will need pre-export document. Then you will need, for pre-export document, you will need your NXP, that's the application form, your pro forma invoice, and an export certificate. In the process of clearing, you will get the SGD, Civil Good Declaration from Custom, and you get the CCI Clean Certificate of Inspection from Inspection Agent. And after shipment, you get the bill of lading and invoice and packing list being processed. But please note this, very important, that the documentation, like many other commodity, will require a phytosanitary certificate. And fumigation certificate. Majority of the problem that people that export this product face is mold growing, because the product is not well, the moisture content is not low enough. Mold growing on it. So it's very important that the moisture content is well controlled and contained to ensure mold is not growing on it. Also, remember, it has to be airtight. That's why you use a vacuum seal, because if air enter, it can also become soft. And all these affect the quality of the cashew kernel. Has this video been of immense benefit to you? Give it a thumbs up. If you're about to export cashew kernel, you have a friend that wants to export cashew kernel, that you need to hear about this, share with your friends. If you have a question for me, drop it in the comment section. And more importantly, subscribe to our channel, join our community, hit the notification bell so you will know when we upload the next video. My name remains Delayin, but I'm your expert doctor, and I'm signing out.